today we're going to learn about Clojure. So if you guys hear about Clojure, what do you guys think about? Let's get some brainstorming about what those closures sound like. Like, who loves writing system.out.println? So it's closer to Clojure. I heard of it, never looked it up. Okay. No. Something to cry? Okay, well, Clojure is a dynamic and functional dialect of the Lisp language. So we learned about Lisp the other day, right? And people hated it. Like other Lisp dialects, Clojure treats code as data and has Lisp macro system. The current development process is community driven, overseen by Rich Hickey. Right? Is that how you pronounce his last name? As its benevolent dictator for life. Oh, we've heard about this before. Yeah. So Lisp is like the daddy, right? And it had multiple languages below. Advocates immutability, immutable data structures, and encourages programmers to be explicit about managing identity and its states. This focus on programming with immutable values and explicit progression of time constructs is intended to facilitate developing more robust, especially concurrent programs that are simple and fast. So similar to Python, is that what we're kind of getting? While its type system is entirely dynamic, recent efforts have also sought the implementation of a dependent type system. Commercial support for Clojure is provided by the company Cognitech. What is this company, guys? I've never heard about this. Where the hell is my pen? Guys, my pen disappeared. Okay, thank you. Oops. I've never heard about this company. It is a company founded in 2003, guys. I can't understand my code. So which sponsors a promotional conference. Where the hell did my pen go again? There you go. So history and development process. Also, this is Rick Oppa. Say hi to Rick. Hi, Rick. Rick is the creator of Clojure language. Okay, before Clojure, he developed .lisp. So he really liked Lisp, it seems like. Similar project based on .NET platform and 3 earlier attempts to provide interoperability between Lisp and Java. So he wanted to somehow connect Lisp and Java together with all these, right? And he spent 2.5 years working on Clojure before releasing it publicly, much of that time working exclusively on Clojure with no outside funding. At the end of this time, Hickey sent an email announcing the language to some friends to the Common Lisp community. Oh, that's Rich? Did I say Rich? So his name's Rich Hickey? Why did I say Rick the whole time? Sorry, guys. It's Rich, guys. Oh my god. My eyesight are really bad these days. Sorry, Rich Oppa. Just put him together, Ricky? Yeah, I think that's what I've just completely done. Rich Hickey. I actually said Rich the first time and it changed to Rick. Oh my god, sorry guys. Somehow the H looked like a K. Might be. The development process is community driven and is managed at the Clojure JIRA project page. So I'm guessing this is like a Lisp page, right? General development discussion occurs at the Clojure group Google group. Anyone can submit issues and ideas at ask.clojure.org, but to contribute patches, one must sign the Clojure contributor agreement. Jira, we've heard about JIR, right? It's task management software website that company use to coordinate and manage tasks. Oh, I think I've heard of that before. Issues are processed by a team of screeners, and finally, Rich Opa, oh my god, approves the change. So they have a very nice system, development system, community driven. This language is kind of like Jinri TV, right? So you guys submit in work for me and submit issues and ideas at our Discord, and then the contributors usually has to sign my intern agreement. So this is actually very nice. I like projects that are mostly community driven too. So Clojure's name, according to Rich Opa, is a word play on the programming concept Clojure, incorporating the letters CLJ for C#, Lisp, and Java. Okay, so I'm guessing, C is for C#, L is for Lisp, and J is for Java. 3 languages which has a major influence on Clojure design. CLJ. So they wanted to use the concept Clojure and incorporate all these 3 languages. That's actually a very smart way. Not bad. Design philosophy. Rich developed Clojure because he wanted a modern Lisp for functional programming. Remember, Lisp is the 2nd oldest language, symbiotic with the established Java platform and designed for concurrency. Clojure's approach to state is characterized by the concept of identities, which are represented as a series of immutable states over time. Since states are immutable values, any number of workers can operate on them in parallel, and concurrency becomes a question of managing changes from one state to another. For this purpose, Clojure provides several mutable reference types, each having well-defined semantics for the transition between states. So basically, his design philosophy, he really liked the language Lisp, that he was able to develop a lot of things earlier in time, but I guess seems that it's too old for him now, and he wanted a lot of the modern gangs to know the recent, understand Lisp, but with recent taste, modern taste, right? So skipping language overview, alternate platforms. So it seems that the platform is Java. So as long as you guys know Java, Clojure is much easier, right? But other target implementations exist. The most notable of these is Clojure script, which compiles to ECMA script 3. What is a .NET platform, guys? Anyone want to explain to me what a .NET platform? I feel like we've heard a lot about that, but exactly don't know what it is. Popular Clojure project includes implementations of React library. So they do a lot of implementation with React too. Other implementations of Clojure, it seems that there's Perl. There's Clojure Python, Clojure in pure Python. There's also Joker, which is an interpreter and linter written in Go. There's also Ruby, an action script. The popularity with continued interest in functional programming Clojure adoption by software developers using the Java platform has continued to increase. So because of Clojure, a lot of people started developing in Java. The language has also been recommended by software developers such as Brian Goettes, Eric Evans, James Gosling. .NET is just like .com or .org. So anything you can program on .NET. Paul Graham. We've heard about Paul. And Robert Martin. ThoughtWorks. etc. Clojure is used in industry by firms such as Apple, Funding Circle. Oh, someone mentioned Atlassian. Wow, nice job, Mahulala. Netflix also used Clojure. Walmart? Oh. And NASA. It has also been used for creative computing, including visual art, music, games, and poetry. 누구님 어서오세요. So tools for Clojure development has seen significant improvement over the years. There's that. Visual Studio Code. A lot of these tools are used for Clojure. 자, features by example. The simplicity of Hello World. Wow. So this is typical Clojure program consists of mostly functions and simple data structures. So this is also a simple println hello world line, right? But they use the, what is this? Bracket method? Didn't we learn about something like the C? 뭐더라? The C something, right? Parentheses methodology. I don't know what it's called. Where instead of curly, no. I forgot. Because usually if you do like println with other language, it's always like println and then you put like the brackets in like the hello world, right? But this time, it's actually outside of it. No, thank you. Curly. So let's try to understand. It uses the parentheses methodology. Yeah, it looks very weird because I guess Lisp uses the parentheses methodology, which I forgot the name of it, which is going to bug me, but it's okay. So you define, I'm guessing DEFN means define, right? Define. You define a main function and you create an argument, right? And what's funny is that instead of the typical double slash for comments, here it's actually double semicolon for comments. So, yeah. It looks like Python, really? For me, it looks... I don't know. Does it really look like Python? It looks too far away. Yeah, I've never seen that. Oh, really? Oh. Really? Okay. Oh, sorry. Like other lists, one of the iconic features of Clojure is the interactive programming at the REPL. Note that in the following example, semicolon starts a line and then double semicolon indicates the expected output. What? So here you define a variable. You define a to be a variable. You call a function named plus. Ah! So def means to define a variable, right? If you want to create a function, you do a plus sign. Huh? I have to call a function. So you want to do 42 plus this. 와, 여기 너무 되게 복잡한데? 그 다음에 when you want to call a function named even, it's true. 와. 오, 이거 좀 어려운데? REPL이 뭔지 모르겠네. Yeah, so plus is a plus function basically that's already, it's a default, right? Is that right? Ah, so you do function input. Function variable input, no? So I'm guessing if you do, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. So if you were to do like, if you did minus a with 42, the result would be, the output that you would be expecting would be 36. Did I do my math right, guys? Right? Yes. Guys, I haven't done like elementary school math in a while. And then printing the doc string. What is a doc string? Oh my god. So names at runtime. So there's a lot of techniques out there, guys, that you guys can use. So that is Clojure. So conclusion, guys. 아니요, 안 쓸 건데 그냥 배우긴 하고 있는데 어려워요. Very hard. Why are we learning about Clojure? I just pick random language every week just to get like the basic taste of it, and it's really fun because like there's really crazy ones out there, and I always thank my teachers for not teaching me those. Like we learned about brainfuck and it was just literally like effing my brain. That doesn't count as swearing, guys. Don't add it to my swear jar. Yes, it is Lisp. How'd you know? I do not know how to program a firmware. So, conclusion, guys. Very hard. I guess if you don't know Lisp, if you aren't familiar, right? If you aren't familiar with Lisp, don't try. And I guess people are saying it's similar to Python. Oops, sorry guys. Oh, I clicked on something. Yeah. So if it's similar to, yeah. So it's some part of it is similar, but it's very different from all the languages I've seen so far. So maybe the original Lisp might be very similar to this. But if you're not really into using Lisp, like it's being used other places, and I think it has to do something with like, if you're into like data, maybe use it, but I don't know, it seems very hard, right? Yeah, there's too many notations that can confuse you. I guess too many notations that aren't used to the normal like programming notations. So that's Clojure for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it.